Hello and welcome to the first episode of Plot Hole, where once a week I'll be choosing a random cartoon, movie, or what have you, and discussing the plot holes within it. So first up we have Danny Phantom. Danny Phantom was one of my favorite shows growing up, but it does have a few plot holes. And the first plot hole that shows up in the series is literally in the intro for the series itself. Danny goes into the machine and it didn't work, so his parents just quit. So Danny looks inside of it, and when he goes in, he finds an on button and accidentally presses the on button, and it turns on the machine, and it basically kills him, I guess. And he becomes half ghost. Now the plot hole here is, why is the it's not exactly a plot hole, but it's a very strange thing that needs to be pointed out. Why is the on and off switch on the inside of the machine? And I feel like that's just asking for trouble, but maybe his parents didn't really think there would be anything that could happen if you were inside the machine when it was turned on, or maybe they just thought, hey, you would probably just be sent to the go zone or something, and you could just get back. I don't know what they were thinking, but it's on the inside for some reason. But the thing is, in the intro, there's an on-off switch on the outside too, which is basically just plug it in. Once you plug it in, that also turns it on. So it has to be plugged in, and the on switch has to be on. It's kind of like a power cable. It has to be on and it has to be plugged in. But the thing is, the on and off button aren't in the inside. I guess maybe that's the only way they could design it. So let's move on to another thing. And this actually is a little bit of a plot hole. See, in later in the series, Sam wishes that Denny and them never met, so her wish is granted, and Danny loses his powers because he had never met Sam, which is who convinced him to look inside the machine in the beginning. So after this, Sam decides, I can fix everything, because she has a photo of Danny before he went into the machine. She says, if I reset everything to how it happened before he got his powers, maybe he'll get his powers again. So she brings Danny there. He asks him to look inside of it and recreates the events. It sets everything the way it was, and Danny goes inside and turns on the machine once again while on the inside, gets his powers once again, comes out and half ghost, all this. And he gets his powers, and it works, and it's perfect. But the plot hole here arises that they know how to give these powers to literally anybody they want. So how come they don't give the powers to Tucker and Sam? Why don't they choose, hey, I kind of want these powers too. That might be helpful. And it's a little strange. It was a little bit of a plot hole there. So I decided to think it over, and I figured maybe they're just afraid of the powers, or maybe they know that getting these powers basically cost you your life, because Danny's technically dead. So another possible reason that this plot hole kind of exists is because in one episode, Tucker wishes that he gets the same powers, and his wish is granted. He gets his powers. And by the way, these wishes are granted by another ghost called Desiree. So the wishing ghost. And he grants wishes to cause mayhem and stuff. So in this episode, Tucker wishes that he gets ghost powers too. And Desiree grants his wish, but it changes him. It turns him evil, basically. So an idea can kind of arise from this is that Sam and Tucker didn't want to recreate the events to give them ghost powers, because for one, maybe they don't know if it will work or not, and two, like I pointed out, maybe it will corrupt them. Maybe it will make them a little evil or dark or something. So that's kind of a possibility for why they didn't decide to jump in and get powers too. So those are two of the main plot holes for this series. Another one that you can kind of argue about is what gives. How come Danny's parents are so ignorant to the fact that he's Danny Phantom, which is strange, and I have this kind of idea that maybe they did know or something.
Whoa, wait a minute, wait a second.
After I recorded that previous video, like as soon as I recorded it, I was like, wait a minute, maybe I should do just a tiny bit more research on the Danny Phantom plot holes and stuff, in case I missed something, so that I can add it later or just completely redo the video. And when I did, I found a very interesting video where Butch Hartman explained that not just anybody can go into the portal like Danny did and come out with powers. And in fact, if Sam or Tucker tried, they most likely would have died. So that's, as soon as I heard that, I was like, there's no way that's true. So I followed the link to the video, which I'm going to leave in the description below. It's by Frederator, a very amazing YouTube channel. It's 107 Facts. It was about the 73rd fact on that. And Butch Hartman, he says right then and there that not just anybody could have gotten these powers like Danny did. If anybody went in the portal and turned it on and all of that happened to them, they most likely would have died. So that leads me to a very strange conclusion here. Was Danny's parents like engineering this whole thing? Like, did they design this specifically to give Danny powers? It's just a very, very strange thing that just came up after a little bit of research. So just to fix that. So apparently in my own videos I have plot holes. Anyway, that's going to do it for the first episode of Plot Hole. Maybe didn't end too well, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Do all those wonderful things.